Oh, sorry.
All right, everyone. We are finally live here with Shane from MTV's The Challenge. Sorry for the delay for anyone who was waiting.
Sorry for
So
the wait, guys.
that's all right. You're sideways just a little bit, but if you don't care, then I don't care, just so you know.
Bear with me.
Um, oh, man.
This is hard,
Everyone's
but
probably
bro.
like, I know. That's right. Everyone can look at your sweet sunglasses that you got going on.
Thankfully, it's still a little sunny over here. It's actually 3:20 here.
Oh, okay. Very
So
cool.
I got a little bit of sunlight.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So, for starters, we know that you are Tony's brother from from Real World. So
Yes,
how we've seen you on the Real World actually as well, if I remember correctly.
yes. I
Okay.
appeared in episode 10. If anyone wants to check that out.
Awesome. So what made you decide you wanted to do the challenge with Tony this time around?
Well, he asked me originally, and I mean, there was no doubt in my mind that I wanted to do it. I didn't believe him at first. He called me and he was like, "Shane, sit down. I gotta tell you something." And I was like, "What, dude?" And he told me, he was like, "Dude, they're doing something where you can bring like a family member,
Oh,
whatever." I was like, "Dude, that's awesome." Like, I thought he was lying, but yeah, there's no way I wouldn't do that. I loved going on the real world. I love like anything TV related, so it
that's
was an awesome
awesome.
opportunity.
Now, what were you doing before the challenge?
Um, I'm a hairdresser back in Baton
Okay.
Rouge, Louisiana, which I'm currently still doing hair. So
Oh, okay. Awesome.
yeah.
Very cool. Now, okay, walking into the challenge, did you get to go to like the airport and everything with Tony, or did you guys meet up separately?
Yes. Me and my brother, we flew to LA together to meet the
Okay.
cast, and that's where everybody like kind of met up before we flew to Turkey.
Well, you're lucky on that one. Candace said she had to go separately from Leroy, so she had to meet everybody alone.
Yeah, you know what, Candace, I didn't see in LA. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were a few that weren't there. You're right. I think
yeah,
Nicole wasn't there either. Maybe
maybe. What are you over there drinking? Are you drinking McDonald's?
some Popeyes. I don't know if y'all have that.
Oh, we do have, yeah, well, we
But
have a Popeyes like
good
30
old
minutes away.
Louisiana.
That's
And where are you at?
awesome. Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool, cool.
So we have Popeyes like 30 minutes away, something like
It's
that.
the best. I didn't know other states have that. We have Canes too. I know a lot of states don't have Canes. That's
We don't
probably the
have
best
that.
chicken ever. And all they have is chicken fingers on the menu. So
Really?
there's 6 different combos of chicken fingers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah,
That's
that one
interesting,
that
though.
one's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. All right, so coming into the challenge, did you have any kind of idea? Like, did you watch previous challenges or no?
I've seen a few. Yeah, I never watched like a full series before, but yeah, I've seen a few.
Okay, so what were you most excited about for coming on and the most nervous about?
Um, I was most excited about actually being a cast member this time because going on Real World, my brother got to be part of a cast and I was just like a visitor,
Hmm.
So that was the most exciting part, being like an actual part of it. I mean, the whole thing's exciting. It's awesome.
Yeah,
But yeah, that would have to be my favorite, just being an actual person on it, versus
awesome.
like a visitor. But the most nerve-wracking part, I guess I would say the cameras, but honestly, once you're there, and like 5 minutes go by, like you kind of
Yeah,
forget the cameras are there, honestly. Like a lot of people say, like, were you nervous? Like, do you think about the cameras? That you really don't. You kind of forget they're there. Like that's your only rule. A lot of people have questions like if it's fake or if it's scripted or if they make you do this or that.
yeah,
It's 100% legit. Like it's all real. That's just your emotions put out there. You sign a contract to put yourself out there on TV. So whatever they want
yeah.
to show, they show. But yeah, it's all real. So you should be nervous with the cameras, but I don't know. You just once you're there, I don't know. You just totally forget. But like I said, that's the only rule you have is pretend the cameras do not exist and
Now,
don't talk to the cameramen.
the reason y'all might forget that the cameras are there is probably because, except for on challenges, it seems like most of the time y'all are drinking or drunk.
There's a lot of drinking going
Just
on in
say.
that house. or the whole time period. The
I
flight there
know.
including, so.
Oh, goodness gracious. How y'all have all this money to be spending all your money on drinks? That's what I need to know.
Well, MTV covered a lot of it.
Oh, okay.
Back at the house, the challenge house, they paid for all that. They provided they had like vodka and it's blue. They put like blue coloring in the vodka so you can't sneak it in on challenge days. The only day you can't drink. So,
That's funny.
but the club, no, they do not pay for the club drinks. And in Turkey, it was pretty expensive for the drinks. They upped the prices in the bars because they knew we were coming. So they put little labels on the menu, and you could peel it back and see, like, it'd say 10 TLs, like Turkish liters is their
Yeah.
USD. So they'd bump it from 10 and double it to like 20 just because they knew we were coming. So I thought
That's terrible.
yeah.
Now, did you have a lot of good response from people in the clubs, or did you have any issues with people in the clubs? I know in past seasons we've had a lot of fights with like outsiders.
No, it was pretty fun. The locals, they're very welcoming there.
Oh, that's good.
Not a lot. I mean, very few, if any, spoke English. So you're trying to communicate, with like sign language that you don't even know. Trying to like sign stuff to people. So I had this one group at the first club we went to. I know it's more about the challenges, but I wish they would have shown, or they could show a little more of the club scenes, because that's awesome. You're there for hours, and that's probably one of the funnest parts besides the actual challenges.
Yeah.
That first club, it was the biggest nightclub in Turkey. So we only went once, and everybody else didn't want to go back because it was too much or whatever. I loved it, though. It was
Oh,
extravagant, and me and Candace turned up, and it was awesome.
that's awesome.
But no, the
Now,
outsiders were great.
that's good though. I know a lot of people have had some issues. So I have two fan questions that I'm going to ask before we get back to our questions. So number one, it's from Andrew Kirk. Hi, Andrew. It
What's up, Andrew?
says, was anyone else from Real World Skeletons called for this challenge that you were aware of? That's the
Yes.
first one.
I know that Bruno got the call and Madison also got the call. Madison wasn't able to do it because her bloodline would have been her sister, and she was only 20 at the time.
Oh,
And you have
okay.
to be 21 now to do the challenges.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Back in the day, you can go on Real World 18, but it wasn't fun. You couldn't drink and stuff. So.
I was about to say that's different because
Yeah.
on past challenges, like on years ago, like Wes was only 20 or 19 when he came on.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't
So
know
that's
that.
different.
That was the season Wes and Johanna, right?
No,
They were on
it
the same
was
season?
no, it was Wes and Evelyn.
Okay, yeah, I loved Evelyn. Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, I can't think of what she was from or like
That
what
was another
what
thing you're nervous about, meeting these people you've seen on TV, like big names like Johnny Bananas and stuff.
Yes.
And Lisa, you're just like.
Now, what was that like
Oh,
when you finally got to meet these people? Was it as
I
intimidating as
was
you
I
thought?
was nervous. I'm not a nervous person. I'm very outgoing and carefree. But honestly, at the airport in LA, I was the most quiet I've been probably throughout the whole process. Was first meeting everybody. So like I said, it's just like you've seen them before. And I guess it's not so much them, it's just the whole atmosphere, and just it all hits you at one time once you get to LA at the airport, and you're like, damn, I'm here. All this months of interviewing and getting here, you're finally here. So I kind of didn't know what to do with myself at that point.
That's crazy. Yeah, I bet that is crazy.
Yeah.
So the next question is from someone named Allison Abrams. Hello to you.
Hey, Allison.
It says, did you ever worry the cameras/mics would pick up something embarrassing like a fart? How did you prepare yourself for that?
Absolutely, that is a good one. Yeah, so you're mic'd up the whole time from when you wake up till the time you go to bed, unless you're in the swimming pool or bathing or something. You have to be mic'd. They won't even let you speak in the house until you have a mic. So once you wake up, get mic'd, and it's on. So if you have to use the bathroom or something that's going to sound a little crazy, go first. But no, sometimes you are mic'd and you got to say you got to take a shit. Yeah, you're a little worried, but I made the best of it. They had in every bathroom, they have the little GoPros, they use out there.
Mm-hmm.
So they have one on a stand, and it's literally just like this little stand right here. Shoot. Yeah, so it's just like a little stand or whatever sitting right next to the toilet. So I would take it and I'd take selfies, while I'm using the bathroom or, make little videos and stuff. Most of the time I'd be drunk anyways. So
That's funny.
that's some stuff they should have shown too.
I
Hopefully that'll
know.
be on that. Do they still do that? The shit they should
Yes.
have shown? They still do
Yep.
that?
They do
Awesome.
it every season. Every season, it's fantastic.
Is that at the end?
Yes, it's after the
I
reunion.
cannot wait to see that.
Now, we're gonna start talking about the challenge now since we haven't really gotten into it yet. So
Okay.
we see you come onto the season, and I'm pretty sure it was the first or second episode. I don't remember which one. You and your brother get into a huge fist fight at the very beginning.
The first episode, yes.
Like, what the heck is up with that? Is that a common thing, or is that because you guys were just drunk out of your minds? That's what everybody wants to know.
Now, I was drunk. I was buzzing. I was feeling good. My brother, on the other hand, was blacked out. He said some stuff to, I believe it was Larissa, and he was just joking. He tries so hard to be funny that it's not really funny. Yeah, I don't think it's funny when someone tries to be funny, and he's that kid that tries to make everyone laugh so they'll like him, and I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me or not. If you like me, awesome, that's better. But if not, then
Yeah.
we don't have to associate. But he goes out of his way to make people like him. So he just cares too much. But so he was training, and not drinking before the challenges, and he was binge watching all the episodes, and he tried to get me to sit down and watch them with him, but I'm ADD. I can't focus for too long. So I think I watched like 1.5, 2 episodes of one, and I was gone. But like I said, he wasn't drinking. I didn't change my day-to-day living to go on the challenge. I probably should have worked out a little more, done something a little more, but I went out. I don't know if you know what crawfish is, but it's big in Louisiana. It's like seasonal. So it was the last day to get crawfish, the day before I was leaving. So I had kind of like a going away party / last crawfish of the season the night before we left. So I was drinking the night before on the airplane. Me, Cara, Maria, and Rihanna all sat in a 3-seat on the plane next to each other. And we turned up the whole way there. Our little thing was the big airlines, like the Turkish Airlines, international flights are bigger planes, and they serve you like 3-course meals and all the beverages and alcohol you want. So we're like, they had like little red wines, white wines, and whiskey.
Oh my goodness.
Stuff. So me, Cara, and Rihanna, we drank so much on the way there.
That's crazy.
Our thing was, can I get a red? Can I get a white? Can I get a whiskey? So mixing all 3 of those, it was bad. But my brother, like I said, he wasn't drinking before. He was training and binge watching, and that to me didn't help him out too much, because the first night he gets wasted.
Yeah.
His tolerance isn't there anymore. So he made a mistake and said something to Larissa that was supposed to be a funny joke, but she didn't get the joke because it probably wasn't funny.
Oh goodness.
Sense to that, and he forgot. But
well, at least y'all can make up though.
Oh yeah. I mean,
It's
we're brothers. We fight like any other siblings, but there's no grudge holding with us ever.
That's a good thing though. Some people are. Yeah. Now what we see you doing the challenges, were they harder than you thought, or were they what you anticipated?
Honestly, no. They were easier than what I thought. I'm very upset we didn't get to do the trivia one, because my brother is actually really good at trivia.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the episodes that I watched with him before we went out there, was a trivia one, and he's nailing it. He knows every one. I'm like, dude, how do you know this? I remember one question was to Zach, and it was something about a Disney princess and what her real name was.
Yes, it was Aurora and Belle or something.
Exactly. And my brother knew that, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm gay and I don't even know that. And Zach and my brother know this, so.
Well, Zach loves princesses.
I found that out, yeah. I like him for that. But no, it was a lot easier than I expected. I expected it to be, maybe not the first couple challenges, but I expected it to be a little more athletic or harder than what it was. The first one had to be the hardest, though, the hill.
Yeah, that one looked hard.
It looked on TV. If you think it looked hard, then yeah, it was definitely harder than it looked.
Well, I think any of those challenges. I mean, maybe not all, like the tank one, maybe not as hard for whoever was in the tank because you just kind of have to sit there.
Now that to me was the hardest.
Really?
I hate snakes though, so
Well, I think that's not hard though. That's more like a fear though.
yeah, exactly. It's a
It's
mental
not
thing.
like
It's
endurancely
not a
hard.
physical, right?
Yeah. I think I'd rather do the mental over the physical any day.
It could have been anything else besides snakes and spiders, and I would have been fine, I think. But
Like a scorpion? You want a scorpion?
I would have rather that than a snake. Yes,
Really?
I was
That's
so scared
crazy.
that thing would have bitten me. And if you see like the shot where Nicole has a snake on her face,
Oh, I
I
know.
would have freaked out. I would have been out right there. If no, I would have been out.
Yeah, that's
My head is
crazy.
against the glass like this the whole time, like just so it doesn't get in my face and I can't see it. But
That's
people who backed
crazy.
up like this, I was like, no, dude, I couldn't. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
no,
I
I
told
couldn't do
my
it
brother, I'm
either.
like, Tony, is there a face by my face? Is there a face by my face? He's like, chill,
Oh,
bro, chill. I was like, no,
that's
you gotta
funny.
let me know. I need to know. It'll help me. But
Now,
that's the one thing, snakes.
our next fan question, I'm gonna wait for because it has to do with something I'm gonna ask about. But,
Okay.
so the next question is gonna be about. We see your brother gets really sick on the challenge.
Yes.
I won't ask you about that too much because I know I'm talking to him soon too, so I'll ask him about that. But
Okay.
what was that like figuring out for one that your brother was sick and had to go to the hospital, and then for two they come and get you in the middle of the night when you're sleeping and are like you need to go. I guess you went to the hospital. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We went straight to the hospital.
So what was
Um,
that like for you?
First hearing he was hurt, like I watched the fall, my eyes were on him the whole time when
Yeah.
their team went first. So it didn't, like they said, it didn't look as bad as it ended up being. He fell in the water, which every season, if I'm not mistaken, people fall in water, and they don't get hurt like that. So
Yeah.
you don't take it that serious. I didn't think it was that serious. Then he's like, dude, I'm in pain. I'm like, is it hurting bad? Is it serious? And if I'm in pain, I'm gonna let you know. If it's that serious, I'm gonna let you know. I'm probably gonna be a little over dramatic about it, just so you know I'm hurting. Him, on the other hand, he's like very chilled and laid back. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm hurting. So you
Yeah.
don't know how bad it is. He never explained how bad his pain was. So he went to the little ambulance, and I'm thinking, they have this hot little blonde Turkish chick in there, little nurse. I'm like, oh, he's just bullshitting. He's trying to get like a rub down from this blonde chick. So going from that, and then they took him away, and I was like, wait, y'all really take it? Oh no, he'll be back in an hour, they said. So was he gonna be able to eat? Because we eat right after the challenge. He's like, yeah, they'll feed him. He'll be back in an hour, and he ends up not coming back. So then, I start worrying a little bit, but he comes back in the morning all happy and said he got the test back and everything was fine. So didn't think anything from there. He was cleared up.
Yeah.
So from there, you're thinking he's fine, and the whole time you're just in your head, like I said, it didn't look that severe, so I wasn't
Yeah.
really thinking, oh, he's hurt. If anything, he's bruised and sore, if anything. So I'm thinking more, are we going to get sent home because of this,
Yeah.
or weighing out the options of what this could be, and bananas, and everybody's like, dude, it might be, if at the worst, appendicitis. And I
Yeah.
was like, dude, I hope not. I'm hoping it's food poisoning, something, or
Yeah.
once he came back and they did the CT scan and said he was fine, you don't think of anything internally. So
Yeah.
I'm just focused on staying in the game at that point. But once they woke me up, I knew it was over.
Okay.
It'd
So did
been
they
like
tell you
3
then?
days. So the third day, that's that morning they woke me up in the middle of the
Okay.
night. And yeah, that was very gnarly. That was scary for sure.
I bet. I know.
Not a good wake up call. That's not a wake up
Yeah.
call you want at 4 in the morning.
I bet. Well, I know because you're like in a dead sleep too. I was like, God, this poor kid's gonna like hit somebody. They're waking him up in the middle of
Right.
the night. But
And it's
no,
pitch black in the house. I mean, in the room too. Like they
you can.
black
I
out the
know.
whole lights. You can't see anything. So they have this bright light on the camera in my face, and I can't
Uh
even see
huh.
what's going on. That's like, tap me a little bit.
I
Easy to
know.
wake up call, but they straight up
Nope.
shook me and, hey, your brother wants you at the hospital.
And yeah, we
Wake
heard
up to
that.
those words. That's crazy. That's
I know. Now, speaking of this moment, Andrew asked, what was it that you were cuddling when they woke you up to the hospital? Apparently, you were cuddling with something. I didn't see that part.
Yes, there was no guys in that house for me, so I had to sneak a little cuddy buddy. Any chance I could get.
You could
That
have been
was,
cuddling up to them guys. You could have just cuddle up with them anyway.
that was a stuffed Leroy that Johnny and a couple of other guys that were in my room made once Candace and Leroy got sent home. We went on the GoPro and videoed a little tribute to Leroy, and
Was Leroy your cuddle buddy? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
he was, and I wish he could have been in real life. Had he stayed a little longer, maybe. We shared a
Everyone.
bunk, and he made
Uh,
this joke one night, and I love him for it. Like, this made me think, oh, Leroy's so cool. I was on the top, and he was on the bottom, and I think it was choosing our beds. He was like, all right, Shane, yeah, I'll let you bunk with me, only if you top me. And I was like, dude, that's what's up. I love you for that.
everyone loves him.
The gay
Everyone.
world, topping is like being
Yeah.
the man, the giver. So
Yeah.
he's like, only if you top me, Shane. I was like, that's awesome.
Everyone loves him. Every single person, I swear. He's a
Yeah,
he's a
that,
likable
you can't
guy.
hate that dude. If you hate that dude, you have issues. You have something wrong with you. That dude's awesome.
I know, he's awesome. That's true,
And
he is
genuine
awesome.
as hell. He's probably my favorite guy that was there. Him
Yeah,
and
I like
Bananas,
him too.
definitely.
I'm surprised that I've had a lot of criticism about the bananas over the years with different
Well,
people he's
yeah, his
worked with.
game, his way that he goes about the game,
I
and
think he
then
seems fun. I've never talked to him, but he
oh,
seems
he's such
awesome.
a genuine good person. Like, he's Italian,
Yeah.
so he comes from a good, loving family background. So
Yeah.
regardless, aside from the game, he's a great person. In the game,
Yeah.
what he did to Nani is the first time I seen him
Uh,
kind of not be such a good person, and that sucks. I understand the
it's a
relationship thing, but
game.
the way he did it, he could have went about it a different way, I think. But
Yeah.
it's a game, and you're there to win. So he plays. He knows what he's doing.
I was gonna say he's won a lot too, so nobody can criticize
Yeah,
his skill.
yeah.
So Michael on Facebook asks, if you could go back in the game, would you change anything? And if so, what would you change and why?
If I could go back, I'd
Hmm.
probably change. I would say the first night, but no, I wouldn't take that back because that was interesting to see.
Yeah. Maybe
I
you
don't
could
have
change
any.
Tony getting sick,
That would be my number one. Absolutely, I would go
so
back
you
and
could
tell my
stay.
brother. It was a girls' elimination that night, so I think he was kind of goofing off a little bit. My brother's the tallest guy in the house on this team,
Really?
so there's no way he couldn't have made that jump.
He's the
So
tallest?
he was the tallest guy in the house. He
How tall
wasn't the
is he?
biggest. He's 6'3", 6'4".
Really? He doesn't look
Um,
that tall, like on picture, like camera.
yeah, I think next to him was Leroy and Vince.
Yeah.
Which Leroy's definitely the biggest. But yeah, Tony's definitely the tallest. So for him to miss that jump, it sucked. I knew he could have made it, but since it was a girls' elimination, I think he was goofing off a little too much,
Yeah.
and
It
he was just
happens.
trying to be. He was playing with it. He was playing around with it, and I was taking it serious. Like
Yeah.
at first you see this water's beautiful, and I'm like, before you get up, it's 50 feet in the air, and it doesn't look that high on the ground. So I'm like, dude, I might fall in for the shit of it. Like, just
Yeah.
look at that water, dude. It feels good out here. We got to get in this water. Well, once you're up there, it's a lot higher than it looked on the ground. So I was like,
Uh
no, anything to not fall in that water. So I
huh.
was flying across them little planks, them beams or whatever. I did not want to fall at that point.
I wouldn't either. That would be
No.
hard. So someone else on Twitter named Sky, I think is her name.
Hey,
It says,
Sky.
can you ask him how his sorry, I'm trying to read it off my phone. It says, can you ask him how his relationship with Madison, his niece's mother, is? I don't know what that means, but maybe
Well,
you'll.
Madison's pregnant. She's due
Oh,
mid-February.
I
Her
did
and
not
her
know that.
little
Well,
girl.
congratulations to
Thank
y'all.
you, thank you. Yeah, she's having a little girl, and she
Aw.
named her Harper Delaney.
Oh,
It's cute now. It grew on me now, but at
it
first
is
I was
cute.
like, Harper, that's a little different, but it grew on me. I never expected I never expected to have a niece or nephew this soon anyways, but
Yeah. Well,
I never thought of a Harper, but it grew
so
on
I
me.
guess the question is, do you get along with her? Is what this girl's getting at.
Yes. Maddie's turned out to be like a sister to me.
Aw.
Before going on the Real World and actually meeting her, we've had like phone conversations, and mainly when she was drinking in the house in the Real World, I would talk to her, and y'all all know Madison's voice, and it's very high-pitched,
Yep.
girly voice, and I love my cheerleaders, but it seemed fake to me before I met her.
You
So
probably thought she was annoying. You're like, shut up, girl.
so annoying. So I was like, look, either I was telling my brother or her, so I'm like, look, check it. I'm probably not going to like you, honestly. Like, I'm probably not going to get along with her. Just my voice, I can't deal. And the moment I laid eyes on her, it was just an instant connection. Like, we're so much alike, and we just hit it off so well. Like,
Aw, good.
she shocked me. It surprised me. So
That's a good thing.
yeah. But now, where we are now, it's awesome. I mean, she's going to be my niece's mom, so.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't understand this question either, but maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know. I must not follow Twitter too much, like, because I didn't.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
I mean, I follow people, but I follow you both, but I never see nothing about a baby or none of this stuff.
Oh yeah, she's what,
that's
2
crazy.
months away?
Yeah. No, one.
No, not
February.
even. Whoa, we're in January, so like a month away, 4 weeks away from having this baby.
That's crazy. So the next question, it says, also, it's from the same girl. It says, how do you get along with Tony's new girlfriend?
Elizabeth.
Yes.
So Tony's ex, Alyssa, he was with in middle to high school and after, and then they broke up. He got with Elizabeth. Is
that the one? Was she on the Real World too?
Yes. So he had that episode where they made it into 2 episodes, where it was the king and all his queens or something like that.
Oh Lord.
My mom just got back. And she's okay, by the way. She got
good.
Wreck and broke her hip and all that, so she's in and out of the hospital.
Oh my goodness. Well, tell her we're hoping she's all right.
Yeah, she's fine now. It's been about 6 months, but so me and Elizabeth, we get along, but I did not get along with her at first. My brother loves to put me in those situations with his exes and his current girls, like.
Oh goodness. Good luck with that.
Know. Right, and it's like I have to be involved with that, and I fall in love with this girl. You know, she becomes like somewhat a sister to me, and then they break up, so I have to cut them off or whatever, and then grow to the next one. Or it's just a lot. He puts me through a lot of shit with these girls, and it's my choice. But when me and him were living together before, when he went on the Real World, so. The girls, he loves to move the girls in. I don't know, I guess he likes to wife them up. You know, he has to have a girl in the house for some reason. So, he's very codependent, my mom said. So
good answer. Good word.
So, first it was Alyssa and him lived together. They broke up, and I'm dating this guy for 4 years. We break up a month after him and Alyssa break up, which they dated on and off 8-9 years. Well, so they were living together. Then me and Tony moved in together. Then he gets with Elizabeth. She moves in with us, starts working in Baton Rouge. And then he goes on the Real World. And I told her, I was like, look, Elizabeth, this is going to change a lot. You know, he's going to get a lot of girls hitting him up. He's going to be out there in Chicago wilding out. He's not, you know, it's not going to work out. I didn't like her, honestly, in the beginning. I thought she was there for some reason. There was a motive. I could just feel some reason. Something wasn't right with this girl. And I didn't know her. I didn't know her background, you know. So, no, I didn't give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm very protective of my brother. So I kept it straight up with the girl. And I was like, look, I don't like you. You know, my brother's going on this. He's not going to stay faithful. I know my brother. He's, you know, y'all might as well end things because it's going to end it regardless. Well, they break up the next day after he flies out, or a few days later of being on the Real World. She saw like some stuff leaked on Twitter about Madison, or he's hooking up with the blonde of the house, or hooking up with one of the girls. So Elizabeth calls in that episode, and she's like, "Which one is it, Tony? You know, is it?" He's like, "Well, come on, what you think?" And she's like, "The blonde," and he's like, "Yeah, of course." So they end things there. Well, him and Madison start getting close in the house. They get home, and literally a week later, she moves in with us. So now Madison's living with us. So it went from Elizabeth living with us, him leaving, coming back. Madison moves in a week later. Me and her clicked like on the show. So I loved her being there. Well,
Yeah.
she goes home for 2 days to Texas, comes back, and then she's living like permanently. Well, then it was like, all right, cool. I got like a sister I never had and always wanted, So,
Aw.
and me and her, we get along so good. She's the person you wake up next to, or you wake up and we go downstairs and she just wakes up in a good mood and puts a smile on your face. I wake up just
Aw.
grouchy, so sometimes, but they'd be the days where we'd both wake up and be like, Madison, you want to do something? Tony's going to work, and it'd just be me and her, so we'd go like have a pool day or something. So that was
There you
fun.
go.
But as far as Elizabeth, we didn't click at first, but now I have to be cordial and make it work for my brother. So
Whatever
she makes
works.
him happy right now, so I'm happy.
Um, so are we gonna see you in any more challenges since your time was cut short this time around?
I mean, hopefully so.
Would you be
I
interested
can't.
in doing another challenge?
Oh, absolutely. In
Yeah.
a heartbeat. I can't really say anything about if I've had a call or any of the future things
Oh
like
yeah.
that, but if I were to, absolutely.
And if you were to do another challenge, what platform would you want it to be? Would you want to do like Rivals,
I would want
X's?
I told my brother that I would want it to be like I wouldn't want a teammate. I'd want to do it on my own.
Solo?
Yeah, they had one like that. He said.
Yeah, they've had a couple like that.
Free agents. He said. So
Yeah.
I would want to do something like that. But I would definitely do if they had like a Bloodlines too. Say if this one gets good ratings, I'd definitely do Bloodlines too, and try and check my brother a little harder this time because it
That would
didn't
be
work
good.
this one. But I think he learned his lesson watching back on this one, where he
Probably.
made his mistakes socially.
Now, a lot of people want to know if you're single or not. A lot of people want to know about you. And look at this.
I am single, but I am not dating or seeing other guys. I'm with one guy right now.
Well, then you are not single. How does that work?
I don't like commitment until
Okay.
I can trust someone 100%. So
Okay.
until I can feel that, which I do, the guy I'm with now, it's been a few months, and he's a great guy, sweetheart. I'm lucky to find someone like that who cares about me as much as he does. But
Oh,
I'm just not ready to commit yet.
understand.
Like I said, I got out of that 4-year relationship when my brother and Alyssa broke up.
Mm.
A month later, me and my ex, his name was Cody also, so the guy I'm with now is Cody.
Oh, that's funny.
So we break up, and after him, I haven't really like dated anyone serious. The closest to dating someone was, I guess, Bruno's little brother, from
Oh, okay.
Skeletons. So we met on the show and talked about 6 months, and he lived in New York, so I'd fly there, he'd fly here, and
Very
he
cool.
wanted to make it official and put a label after 6 months, and I didn't want that, so I just wasn't ready. And, I didn't feel like he was the right guy. I couldn't trust someone like that, So
Yeah.
this
I
one,
got
if
you.
it keeps going like it's going, then yeah, of course I'd settle down and take that
Awesome.
title.
Well, that's exciting. Now, a lot of people are curious about what are you doing now that you're not on the challenge anymore? You're obviously back home. What is your day-to-day? What do you do?
Well, like I said, I'm a hairdresser, so
Yep.
if I'm not in the salon, I am at home. I'm spending a lot of time with my guy now, my roommate. She's like my best friend.
Awesome.
So I have a lot of friends, and we got this new apartment. Actually, me and my brother's lease was up the day before we left for Turkey. So
Oh, that worked nice.
yeah, so I didn't sign on a new apartment. I was like, screw it, I'm about to go live in this probably mansion, whatever. I'll figure it out when I get home. I'd stay with a friend for a few days. Well, my brother signed a lease with Madison because she was living with us also, and so she would have somewhere to stay. He got her an apartment while we were gone, and I ended up staying with them for like 3 days, and then got the apartment I'm at now. So I'm usually at my house, or we'll go out downtown.
Awesome.
Anything to have a good time. So if I'm not with Bay, I'm with the friends for sure. I hate being alone.
Well, there you go. Hey, at least you're having a good time.
Yes.
That's all that matters. So a lot of people are just saying right now, I don't have any more questions, I don't think, except for one, but everyone else is saying how much they're really sad that you and Tony got off early. They really wanted to see what y'all had to do. So you guys definitely have to come back at some point and show them
Definitely.
everything you're capable of.
The only physical one that you could really tell was that first one, like I said,
Yep.
the hill. And they don't even show my brother and I like that much on that one, which sucks because we came in third place actually on that one. We were right behind Johnny and Vince.
Oh,
So it
okay.
sucks they didn't like even show us how we did on the actual hill. I didn't fall on that one or drop a bucket. My brother fell once and then dropped a bucket once. He's so big and obnoxious and clumsy. He came falling down the hill and broke his bucket at one point.
Oh my goodness.
But the first challenge, you have all the people. No one's sent home yet, so everyone has to get their camera time. So I get it. Plus, we stole the camera a lot with that fight. So
that's true. I forgot about that at first until I went back.
That was a whole 3-4 hour long fight with him.
Really?
Up till that.
Goodness gracious.
Him and me against the wall. 3-4 hours of him being stubborn. And I'm trying to get through his head like, hey, dude, it's the first night. You're arguing with girls. You're getting people against us already. Come on, like, tighten up. Go apologize to this girl. Shane, I did not say this. I did not. I'm your brother. You're not going to take my side. Da, da, da. I said, no, dude, you obviously said this. The whole house said you said it. No, they're lying, Shane. They're trying to play us. I said, Tony, the whole house said it. You probably forgot. Just go. Even if you didn't, go apologize to this girl so no one's, like, on us, targeting us. I didn't want to go home. You know, I liked it. We were in a freaking different country. I've never been out of the country, and I'm on TV. Like, shit, I don't want to go home, so go do what you have to do to keep us in this house. But you know, if they would have threw us in over it, we would have, you know, done what we had to do, kick some ass, and came back. But I didn't want to ever be in that spot.
Yeah. Now, do you love seeing yourself on TV, or do you hate it? I think you love it.
I do. I love it, but it's kind of hard. Like, now watching, I didn't think I was going to watch it after we left, but I watched like half the episodes A and B. They split them in 2 or whatever, and I don't like that to be continued. I hate when they do that.
I know, me too.
God, it's such a you have to wait a whole week to see.
So you love it.
You led up to the part. Come on, just show it. But no, it's hard to judge yourself. Like,
sure.
Like I said, after we got sent home, I thought I would stop watching it. But now that I'm like, okay, I'm not on it. I'm not looking for, do I look okay? Like, you know, do I look stupid in this clip? You know, are they going to show something crazy that I've done? You know,
they're probably always going to show something that you don't like, though.
Always.
That's how it works.
I don't know if you've seen the one on Twitter. They got the little GIF, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
That's one I hate. Oh, I hate it so much.
Well, I love it. I love those moments because it shows people like in their realness, and it's not all like you're not trying to look your best or doing anything for the cameras. Right. I think those are great.
More at the house, you're more, you know, you're cautious, you know, but in those moments you're like, no, they have all these people, they're not going to get something like that, or you're not thinking really. So.
All right. Well, we're about to let you go. Do you have anything you want to say to any of your supporters or fans or anything last minute? I don't want to hold you and your mom up for too long.
No, thank you. No, I love this stuff, but just that I love y'all and thanks for supporting everyone that follows, and y'all are awesome. If it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be anything. So keep that up, and I'll keep up whatever I can do, and hopefully
there you go.
Get on another challenge and show y'all what we really have, or I really have, because he's had enough TV time, and he does not make the right choices. So hopefully,
your mom agrees with you. I think she's over there laughing at you.
No, I don't know about all that.
She's so crazy. She's literally like the old female version of me. I'm just like her. But, yeah, if we ever get that chance again, you know, I'll be back and I'll show y'all. But I appreciate all the support. I didn't think, you know, I'd get as much following as I did from that, but I love it, man. Every day I see it going up, and it's an awesome feeling.
Well, good.
Awesome feeling. So thank you.
Well, everyone thinks you're awesome. I think I've had more questions for you this chat than anyone else I've ever done because people just love you apparently on Twitter.
Wow.
Well, I appreciate it.
I know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe you'll make an appearance and steal your brother's thunder in a couple of days when I talk to him.
Hopefully, and then he's 27, so I got a few years. He's got a few years on me, so he can't be doing it that much longer. So
That's true. That's very true.
I hopefully will stick around a lot longer than him.
Awesome. All right. Well, have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great day. Thanks so much for coming and chatting with us.
And one more thing real quick.
Yes.
I was thinking, about starting a little YouTube channel just
Okay.
because I've seen it, people asking about wanting to see a little more of me and this and that, and I don't really have a lot out there besides Twitter and Instagram, which I don't post a lot of Instagram pics. But
Yeah.
so stay tuned. I'll hopefully be putting that out soon. I made one video I might
Awesome.
post once I edit it and stuff. So
Do you like a weekly update or something?
yes, I was thinking about that. The Dario and Rafi, they had a YouTube channel called Twin Talk.
Oh, nice.
Cool. So something like that, but just me and maybe my brother sometimes. Definitely got to get that baby when that's born.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited. I can't believe I didn't know about that because I should probably follow this stuff. But
yeah, go check Maddie out, dude. She's so big right now. And
Aw.
she's the cutest pregnant girl.
that's
She's
awesome.
so cute. She's just all butt, boobs, and belly. So check her out for sure. She's the cutie pregnant.
All right, I'll definitely look into it. And whenever you get your YouTube channel up and running, just send me a message and we'll promote it for you.
I sure will. Definitely, Ashley.
All
I'll
right.
keep in touch with you. That was awesome. Thanks for interviewing me.
You're welcome. Have a great one.
All right, babe. You too.
Bye.